Hello, it's Bridget and we're ready for bed. So we're gonna do some restorative yin yoga, and as you can see behind me I have all of my props, aka a lot of pillows. So the name of the game here in restorative is support. We want to be fully supported, so go ahead right now and get all of that. You see how much I have here? Yes, all of the things. So collect a pile like this, including, I have a couch cushion here. You could probably do 2 couch cushions, and that would be great, as well as a bunch of other pillows. And maybe blankets and towels, a couple blocks, just so we find what works best for us. So go ahead right now and do that. Oh, and an assistant. An assistant would be great. If you have an assistant nearby, get their attention for, you know, about 30 minutes to an hour, and we'll get started. Okay, so go ahead and grab those and press pause. And well, you've pressed pause. Now we're playing again. And okay, that's all I had for that. So now that we have all of our gear, we can go ahead and get started. So go ahead and come to the edge of your bed and just sit in a comfortable position. Just dropping in, ready to wind down. Take a nice deep breath. And actually do that sound. Ready? Let's do it again. Awesome. Feel it just melt away when you do that. Ready? Let's do it again. One more. So nice, so nice. Feel your nice tall spine. And feel a nice straight line from your head, from the crown of your head to your tailbone, which is firmly rooted in the bed. And take a second to feel your breath once more. And how your breath affects your posture, your spine. Wonderful. We're just going to start by just tipping one ear to one shoulder. Just keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed here, down the back. Just letting the weight of the head do all the work. We're not, you know, no effort here. This is time to wind down. Time to tune into the subtle energies. And if you're ready, you can come back up, sit nice and tall, really extending the head out of the shoulders, and then moving over to the other side. Letting the breath be a part of it all. Slowing down the breath. I apologize for my heater. It's a little loud, but it also kind of gives, you know, that white noise hum, which is kind of nice. Okay, and come back up whenever you're ready. And just do any movements in the neck nice and slow that your neck wants from you. And sit nice and neutral just for a second. Now we're going to move onto the bed. So let's take our props and we're just going to store them to the side where they're easily reached for you and or your assistant. And we're just going to sort of roll into the middle of the bed. The very middle. There we go. We're going to take our palms to the sky and either have them down by our sides or out into a T or somewhere in between, wherever feels good for you. Now we're going to take the legs out in a nice starfish position and also have them overhead. Whatever works for you. Just going to take this moment to feel the support of the bed, how comfy and soft it is. And without a pillow, how just noticing how that feels without the pillow, and maybe our neck feels a little bit more aligned without a pillow. Wonderful. Making sure the shoulders are away from the ears. Tuning in again to the breath. Noticing if it's any different now that you're lying down on your back. How does it feel different? Where are you able to relax a little bit more simply because you're lying down? Help this relaxation by taking some props and putting them underneath our calves, like so. Noticing if that makes any difference. Difference in the calves, just a very, very, very subtle difference. You might not even be able to explain it, but you know there's a difference. I'm going to take a moment here just to relax the jaw, relax the tongue, relax the eyes and the eye sockets, relax the forehead, relax the scalp, and the neck, and the shoulders, and the arms, and the hands, Continuing down the body, we'll relax the chest, stomach, the back, the upper back, lower back, mid back, back of the neck, and down to the sacrum and the glutes. Relax into the, I was going to say mat, into the bed. And the whole pelvis gets heavier into the bed. Relaxing the thighs, front and back and sides. The knees. And the calves. The whole lower leg. And the ankles and the feet. Now that we're all nice and relaxed, just gonna wiggle our fingers and toes, keeping that relaxation, this little meditative state that we have going on here. We're going to slowly move our feet into the bed with our knees nice and high. And we're going to get our assistant. Thank you, assistant. We're going to get our assistant to take our couch cushion or two, and we're going to put it underneath the bum. So you're just going to raise up, and the bum comes down on the cushion. So we're sort of in a supported bridge here. You can take your feet as wide as they need to in order to knock the knees together. So you can't really see it, but you're just knocking the knees together. Noticing how this feels. Whenever we put our lower body above our heart has a lot less to do. So our heart can actually relax a little bit more. Notice if you can feel that sensation of the heart relaxing, having to do less work. You don't have to breathe as much. Your breath can slow down even more. Feel free to pause this video at any time if you want to stay in this pose longer. Sometimes, a lot of the yin and restorative poses, they'll stay for 3 to 5 minutes. Could even be 10 minutes. It's absolutely up to you and how your body feels. But for the purposes of me getting to work on time today, I will keep going. So pause if you need to pause, and we'll move into the next pose, which is supine crescent. So we'll raise up, take the couch cushion out and put it off to the side. these guys you can also put off to the side. Oh. Okay, good. Still filming. Okay. Okay. You don't need any, you might not need any cushions for these. This next one. You're gonna, there's a dog over there. There we go. So laying nice and straight to start. We take our hands, our arms overhead, and sort of clasp our elbows. Noting how this feels. If this is enough, or if this is too much, you can always put a pillow above your head so that your arms are supported. So from here, we're going to take our feet, our legs out to the side. Let's say our left side. And our arms over to the left side as well. So we're sort of in a nice C shape. You know, you can't really see it with me, but here, I'll exaggerate it for you. So we're sort of like this. There we go. Getting a nice big stretch on the right side body, but not too much of a stretch. We're not stretching here. We're just allowing space, extra space to occur. So if you do feel a stretch, maybe back off. The rule here is as long as you can breathe so that you can feel more relaxed, and it just sort of happens naturally, then you're in the right place. And if this is not enough for you, you can take the left hand to the right wrist and extend the right arm overhead over to the left. You can also cross that right foot over the left. Like so. This is called crescent, and it's a beautiful pose for opening up the whole right side body. So just breathing into that right side. And again, you can stay here for as long as you like. You can pause right now. For about 3 minutes or so, however long your body tells you to, and then go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So, the other side, the cues are a little different, so I'll just do that. So, laying straight one more time. We take, if we need, we take our pillow overhead, raise our arms overhead, grab onto the elbows, or you can keep them straight. And then we're going to take our legs over to the right side and arms over to the right side. Just enough so that you feel an opening along the left side body. So not so much a stretch, no tension, just open. If this pose makes you feel like you want to take a nice deep breath, then you're doing it right. And again, you can take your right arm or your right hand to your left wrist. Not to pull, but just to have there. And you can take your left foot over your right foot. And just options here. And go ahead and pause here. And stay here for a little while before you move on to we're just gonna twist. So grab onto your couch cushion, put it on your left side. You go nice and straight. One more time. And you could also put a pillow above the couch cushion. So the couch cushion, it's going to be like this. So you kind of want it around the hip the hip area. And you do want it so that your foot will also be supported. So from the length of your hip, to your knee. If you're measuring here, you to your knee. You get it. And this is just for your arm. So. Here we go. So we're going to take our right leg and our right arm. We're going to reach over and just snuggle our pillow for a little bit. This is an amazingly simple but so restorative to have your hips aligned in this side lying position. So also if you want, you can angle your pillow to make sense with your head and because you do want your head on there as well. I didn't mention that, sorry. And yes, you will have a T-Rex arm hanging out somewhere. That's fine too. This pose really needs no instruction, no further instructions. So you can stay here for about, 8 hours. And then do the other side. Yeah. But you can go ahead and do that other side on your own and just pause here and go ahead and finish this side, do the other side, and then when you're ready, let's press play again and we'll move on to an actual twist. So the top pillow is going to go away. And then you're going to roll over onto the same side, the first side, just with the couch cushion in the same spot. We're going to take our hands together and just peel the right hand over, all the way over to the right side. Wonderful. And we can stay here in this T position or cactus. You could also support even further by putting a pillow behind your butt. You could also look over to the right side. could also take the corners of the blanket and support your wrists a little bit more, or take a pillow. Once you find that level of support that makes you go, ah, you're doing it right. So pause here, and we'll try it on the other side whenever you're ready to go. Okay, so on the other side, we're going to take our couch cushion, bring it over to the right. And then take our knee over. I'll do it this way. Our left knee over, making sure the ankle and the foot are supported. Our right leg is nice and straight. We're going to high five ourselves. And slowly drag the left hand over, across the chest, all the way over to the other side. Noting if you feel like a stretch. We don't want to feel the stretch, we just want to feel an openness. So if that's too much, grab a pillow. Maybe just try. Both sides are not going to be equal. So if this side wants more support, that's totally great. And again, you can grab the edges of the blanket for wrist support. And you don't even have to have your arms out in a T. You can have them in a cactus or down by the side, whatever makes you feel more open. I just never want to leave. And go ahead and stay there for at least 3 minutes. And then we're almost done here, guys. So we're still lying on our backs. And we probably do not need the couch cushion anymore. Instead, we're going to get 2 pillows, 2 equal pillows, and put them on either side of us. So like right up to the hips. We're going to take our feet together and our knees up to the sky, and then we're just going to open them. Relax them onto the pillows. Really get nice and comfy. Make the hips as comfy as they can be. Soles of the feet together. Knees splayed out. And if you'd like a blanket over top, that's a really good idea, because sometimes when we're in this pose, it's just a little vulnerable. So let's take a nice blankie, put it over top. And play around with the pillows. If you want to push them out a little further, go for it. Whatever makes you feel the most open. Actually, that's too much for me, so I'm just going to put them a little, yeah, perfect. Hands can come by the sides, out to a T, cactus, even a Y, whatever makes you feel Nice and open and safe and happy. Also, if you want a pillow behind your head, it's pretty great too. And pause the video right now if you, well, definitely going to be here a while, so about 3 minutes or more, whatever you like. Now I have one more for you. And this one's a bit tricky because we're going to have to fold a pillow in half. So you definitely want an assistant for this part. Well, we're just going to fold it in half. Your assistant will fold it in half. And then we're going to lie down on it. So, there we go. So we also want our head supported. This folded pillow is allowing our chest to open as our shoulders sort of drop to the side and our heart just stays forward. It's the nicest, gentlest way to open the heart. And you can also have a pillow under the knees for further support. And since this is our final pose, we might as well have a blankie over us. Oh, at least a little bit low. Oh, we're good. Okay. So just noticing how we feel in this moment. Noting how different we feel about our body. Maybe we learned something about ourselves that we weren't expecting to learn. There's a whole world of subtle energies, very subtle feelings that we don't usually tap into on a daily basis. But when we do this restorative practice, we really are reminded of how important it is to pay attention. And do some healing. So go ahead and thank yourself for taking this time to heal, to restore, so that we can be better humans. Stay in this pose for however long you would like. I do suggest only 3 minutes because it can be a lot of heart opening and it can get, a little much without you really noticing. So just maybe for this first time, try 3 minutes, but I am going to get to work, and I hope you enjoy and have a lovely sleep, and a namaste.